Hello, hello. This is Derek. I'm going to be giving you guys a quick tutorial on how to post content to your Showit's WordPress account. Now, if you're not familiar with WordPress, this might seem a little overwhelming, so definitely reference this video multiple times. And for those that have used WordPress, this is actually going to be a very trimmed down version of WordPress. So it's not going to be as complex as what you might have been normally used to. So let's get into this. The first thing we want to do is let's take a look at the site that I'm going to be doing a video on. This is going to be for Morgan. Her website has already launched. It is going into the blog stage where she's ready to start adding content. We have already created the template for her site, so you can see we have the categories and we have her post featured image, we have the post title, categories, we've actually got some tags fields, a post excerpt, and a read more link. And then when we click into this, it will go into the single post view. Now we've designed all of this within Showit, but adding content, you do not add content within Showit, you add it within your WordPress account. So let me go through that. Essentially all you have to do is, because we're using Morgan's website, we're going to be going to morganleephotos.com/wp-admin. You're going to use your admin information. I've already logged in. It'll ask you for the same login info, but just so you know, it should be the exact same as your Showit login info. That's the way Showit sets it up. Okay, so we're in your dashboard. What we're going to do is to add a post. We're going to go here to posts, click add new. We're going to add some basic stuff here. Now, I've already created some content. This is very, very basic content. I'm actually going to copy this, and this will be for a featured image, right? So Lena and Lauren. Content here. I'm just going to copy that, put that into the main field here. Now, we've pre-made categories. If you want to add new categories, it's right over here, but I've pre-made categories. Again, you can just click on add new category and put it in here. Say you want it to be, something as simple as a real wedding, right? Click real wedding and then I'll pop up automatically tagging, but we don't want that. We are going to go to weddings. That's what we want. And we want to add a tag. So here's what I encourage my clients to do. Tags is a really great way to put information that might be important for your clients. So let's do the venue, right? So we'll do Carnegie Institute for Science. You can also add seasons. You can add who your second shooters are. You can add a lot of different things in here, but I'll show you where that'll pop up. We're going to set our featured image. Now I've already created or uploaded all of the images into the media gallery. If you don't have them in there, your media library will just look blank. You go here to upload files, drag and drop them in, or you can select them with the tool here. But I've already uploaded those. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any issues with that, let me know, but pretty easy. So we're going to set our featured image. So this will be the featured image that will pop up. All right, now I want to actually add images below the content that I've written. So I'm going to give it a couple of spaces here. I'm going to go here to add media. And there are a lot of different ways you can do it. You can just simply highlight a bunch of these, right? And say, oh, I want to add all of these. And they'll load them one by one. I don't love that way. I like the create gallery, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a gallery, same images that I used. Actually, let me do those. Then we'll add some of these. And we're going to create a gallery. Now, it'll actually ask us some information in here. And let me show you what I like. Link to attachment page. So this is going to take them to a full resolution image of whatever image you've loaded into your gallery. I'll show you what that means. We'll do 3 columns. Let's do large size. Pop-up size will be large. Masonry, I do like that. I'm going to get rid of the captions because I'm not adding any. And then I like to do 10 pixels on the gutters. And then we will insert our gallery. Okay, so this is what the gallery will look like. And you'll notice that in the masonry, some of these photos are going to be different sizes. Okay, so let's publish this. All right, so we've added our information, our title, our content, our categories, our tags, and our featured image. So if we come over here to the main blog page, let's refresh. You'll see that the post has now come in. you see that the tag, I've styled it so that it looks a little bit different than the title, but this is great because now you can have your tags, Carnegie Institute for Science, you can have this for, say, multiple weddings that you've done, and they can click to this. It'll actually take them to a page with a lot of different events that you've done at that specific venue. And I'll show you what that looks like. And then the categories right here, this is the post excerpt and read more. So all of this stuff is clickable. It'll take us to the page. So click on that. Here's the featured image. We have the date, categories, title, content, and again, let's get into the masonry. So you notice it didn't show that this had kind of collapsed up. It showed this white space, but the masonry allows the images to fill in the gaps based on the image size. So I think it just looks really clean, really simple. And let's say someone wants to click on it, they click on it, and it takes them to their full res image. So really nice. I just love that kind of style, that look. So that's how to add content into your post. There's a lot of different cool ways you can do your content when you get into writing, say, educational posts, right? You're not just using this for displaying real weddings. You may want to come in here and not necessarily add a gallery, but you may want to add something a little bit different, such as subheadings. Because if you think about this logically, whenever you go to a post, you're probably looking at something in a scannable way, right? So you're just kind of scanning the post to try and figure out information you want to get. So let's say your post title is how to prepare for your engagement session, right? And we're not going to add any tags to this one, but we are going to say this is for planning, right? And in here, we'll leave this text because you can kind of get the idea for it, but in here, we'll then come in and we'll say, okay, let's actually say this is, outfits. We'll change that to H2 heading, and then we'll come in here with how you should go in and add that, right? Okay, so then we want to add a photo that fits, right? So let's go add media, and let's say this is an engagement photo. We'll insert that into the post. When we click on it, we want to go align to the left, and now this content is going to fit right in there. So now, or around the image, right? So now we can then come in and we can do the same thing for another subheading. So let's say outfits of this one. This time will be on, when to arrive. Or obviously that's just a quick time. Let's say what to bring, right? And now we're going to add a photo over here. And so it's this one. This one we're going to do on this side. Right? So now what we're doing is we're actually adding this content. So it's creating this kind of dynamic look, right? And so let's see what that looks like. When we post this, we're back in the single post page. Now, when we look at this, it has become something that is a little bit easier to read and to digest. So it gives us the styled look that we've set in our Showit template as kind of what the basics are going to look like, right? So we set it as a centered, this was that purple with this specific font. And now the images kind of go back and forth, and then you can add a gallery below. But again, it becomes scannable, right? So if I'm reading this, I don't want to read all this content. I go, oh, outfits, what to bring. Oh, I want to know what to bring. And then you can read this right here. So it becomes something a little bit easier to read. Okay. So just think about that when you're creating your content for your post. You want it to have some styled look. You want it to be easy to read, easy to navigate. Galleries look really great, especially when you're doing real-world weddings. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to me, Derek at edwinmarie.com.